If I was a new mom struggling with postpartum depression, crying all the time, and not feeling like myself, these are the 5 steps I would take to heal my body naturally. And I don't say this just because I've done it myself. I've also helped hundreds of women overcome insomnia, depression, and anxiety by getting to the root cause of their symptoms. So if you're a natural mama and you're ready to find out why this is happening to you, don't forget to join your free challenge below, the 5-day email challenge for postpartum depression relief naturally. So today we're talking about the 5 steps to heal postpartum depression naturally. And I don't take this lightly. Some women, some moms may need medications, and that is certainly fine. Others choose not to take them, or others choose to wait. So everyone has their own individual healing journey to go on. And I just am here to support you to answer any questions that you may have about natural remedies during this challenging time. Now, there's 3 things you do need to know about postpartum depression and taking medications or SSRIs. Number 1, they may not work for you if you have the MTHFR gene. Now, I've written about this a lot. You can search it on my website. But if you have the gene, there are certain SSRIs that may not work for you, and you could spend years trying to figure that out. So the basis of this is nutrient deficiencies, which is number 2. Why the SSRIs may not work for you is due to nutrient deficiencies, which we dive into on this channel and in my blog post as well. And the 3rd thing to know with SSRIs is that you might need another medication to help you sleep. So it tends to be compounding and stacking, which is okay if that's what you need right now. But if you're on medications, keep in mind the number 1 botanical to watch out for or take caution with is St. John's wort, because it is also the number 1 antidepressant in the herbal medicine world. So if you're taking medications and want to use herbal remedies, just use caution or work with a professional if you choose to add in St. John's wort. Okay? So today we're diving into the 5 steps to help you break through postpartum depression. And I say break through because when you overcome this feeling of sadness and worry, you actually have to go through anxiety in order to heal. Isn't that challenging? So that is the healing journey that we've learned about in the polyvagal ladder, that when we get through depression, anxiety is next. And often we fluctuate between anxiety, depression, and insomnia, and that's what I teach about mostly on this channel. So we have to dig deeper and ask, why are you struggling right now? Why? And there's many different reasons. Number 1, like I mentioned, a nutrient deficiency, absolutely, especially if you lost a lot of blood during your childbirth. Number 2, it has to do with the supplements you're consuming. And again, if you have the MTHFR gene and you're consuming folic acid, it may not be the best way to support detoxification in your pathways. Number 3, we can't deny it's a stressful time, right? There's no sleep, baby's crying, babies are sick, there's little to no support, and we're just feeling all alone. So it's very important that you learn how to ask for help and receive it. Say yes, thank you. So let me know in the comment area below if you find it hard to ask for help. When you start asking for help, some people may say no, and that's okay. Don't take it personally. So continually asking people for help and saying yes to receive the help is an important part of healing postpartum depression. The other piece of this puzzle, which is not anything an herbal remedy can help you heal, is, do you love yourself? How do you feel about your body, right? So after birth, I had a twin pregnancy, so my body did not look the same after them. Plus, I wasn't sleeping. So after a birth, what do you feel about your body? What are you saying in your head every single day about your body? So that's the place to begin. Change the thoughts in your mind about your body. So your first step toward healing is to love yourself. Now that may sound a little woo-woo or something you're not going to work on. But I remember this book when I was struggling with depression called Love Yourself. And the reason I picked it up is because there was a gun to the guy's head. It was drastic, I know, but that image spoke to me. And I think since then they've actually changed the image on the cover of the book. But that image spoke to me, right? Like that was where I was. I was in a deep, deep depression. So first step is to write down all the things that you're saying about your body, about yourself, about your house, about your situation, and see how you can change that into something positive every single day. We think it won't work, but it actually does with time. And you'll catch yourself saying these negative, crazy thoughts time and time again. Okay, so getting into the 5-step treatment plan that I would do if I was struggling with postpartum depression again is number 1, address nutrient deficiencies. Now, it's hard to know what those are, right? So you could go to your doctor and get your numbers tested, get your blood tested. You're looking for deficiencies in vitamin D, vitamin B, iron, zinc levels possibly, B vitamins, and your thyroid. So you're looking for these nutrient deficiencies in your body to make sure they're at optimal level. The second step is to start consuming high quality vitamins. And I used to hate when people said that, high quality vitamins, but really liposomal delivery, which is a liquid delivery, is the best way to consume your vitamins. Or look for vitamins that are tested and don't have any fillers in there. So no sugar, most of them don't have wheat or dairy these days, but also looking at the type of vitamin you're consuming. And I teach a lot about this because the type of vitamins are extremely important, and often they're hiding folic acid under folate. So there's a video I have about choosing the right supplements to help heal postpartum depression and anxiety. Make sure you check that one out. Number 2 is your blood sugar. How is your blood sugar? Because if your blood sugar levels are going up and down all day long, then it's like riding a roller coaster, right? It's not good for your sleep, not good for your hormones or your mood. So choosing to eat high quality foods, healthy whole foods to the best of your ability for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and even snacks if you're breastfeeding, are so important to your energy, detoxification, and your mood. We know that by healing the gut, we heal our mood, our thoughts, our symptoms, right? So choosing some high quality protein throughout the day is the fastest way to turn your mood around, turn your energy around, so that you can start exercising and moving your body, which will help raise endorphins and help bring happiness, right? Now, I know you don't have a lot of time, or maybe you don't have someone to watch the baby, but try to get creative. I remember exercising. I have a video of me exercising with twins, like just jumping on top of me. And all I wanted to do was exercise. So I would exercise with them to the best of my ability. I would walk with them up hills in a double stroller. I would exercise with them as much as I could, because there was never a time I wasn't with them. So you have to start incorporating your children into your movement as much as you can. And don't forget to ask for help so that you can step away for just a few moments and move your body or do something that really brings you joy. That's the goal. What brings you joy now, and how can you find that with this new busy lifestyle that you have, right? Now, if you're too exhausted to exercise, I totally get that. Your main goal is to sweat, okay? And I talk about this in my course, the Postpartum Depression Relief mini course. Your main goal is to sweat, and it has to do with releasing toxins through your body. Your body is built up with toxins, and we're trying to sweat it out Move it out so that you feel lighter, freer, and can sleep again. So if you cannot exercise, I want you to think about sweating first. So number 1 is nutrient deficiencies, addressing them and filling the gap. And number 2 is blood sugar regulation. How can you maintain a steady blood sugar throughout the day to promote healing? I'll have some upcoming videos breaking this down a little bit more, but this is a general idea of how you can start healing your body. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of my new video each Tuesday so we can deep dive into healing your body from depression, anxiety, and insomnia. Number 3, we're talking about regulating your nervous system. Now, what does that mean? That means that when everything is crazy, it's chaotic, you haven't slept, you're exhausted, right? Our nervous system goes into fight or flight right away. And sometimes it gets stuck there. So then we're always on edge. We're always checking our phone. We can't stop. We can't slow down. We want everything organized and neat. We never take a break. You cannot sit down at all because then you'll feel everything, right? Does that sound familiar? So by pausing, breathing, and practicing nervous system regulation exercises, you're teaching your body to feel safe. So I remember the moment, I call it a breakthrough, the moment I broke through depression, I knew I wasn't going to do anything harmful to myself or my children. So there was a clear break before and after, right? Due to a botanical that I took. So when I had this break in postpartum depression, I then started feeling anxiety, overwhelm. So that's the path of healing. So nervous system regulation exercises teaches you to stay calm, pause, and when there's laundry, you just lay down on top of it and do your breath work because you know the breath work is more important than the laundry. The laundry's never going to end. I have a pile up there for a week now. The laundry is never going to end. But healing your body and calming your nervous system is the fastest way to heal from postpartum depression and anxiety. Number 4 is herbal remedies. So there are herbal remedies, and I have some videos coming up about which herbal remedies to choose. But you want adaptogens plus nervines to heal postpartum depression. This is why ashwagandha, reishi, schizandra, all of these botanicals are so popular right now. Ashwagandha being number 1 because it's known to be safe while breastfeeding. And that is the one herb that really did help me break through depression. I believe it is. That along with mimosa, which is another one. So we'll talk about those herbs more in an upcoming video, but know that adaptogens plus nervines is the remedy to heal. You need both of them in order to feel calm again. So if you just took chamomile, which is a gentle nervine, it's not strong enough and it might even make you sleepy, so you can't take it during the day, right? So we got to dig deeper. Why are you having anxiety? Why are you having depression and insomnia? And then the combination of the two, choosing the correct botanicals, is the way to heal. Okay, the 5th step, I mentioned it before, but is your gut health. How is your digestion? Let me know in the comment area below if you're experiencing bloating, constipation, maybe diarrhea, just discomfort in your gut, and maybe you had a C-section or medications during your pregnancy that could be affecting your gut health as well. So there's a term called leaky gut syndrome, which means the tight junctions of your intestines are open and particles go through these tight junctions. Now, if you have an autoimmune disorder, you most likely have, or you do have, leaky gut syndrome. So part of healing your mood is to heal your leaky gut. And how do we do that? Well, reducing your stress, number 1, but also incorporating herbs that help seal the gut And then last, choosing herbs that are not inflaming you. So if you've ever noticed you ate something, for me it's dairy. Love coffee and cream. I have my coffee and cream in the morning. Next thing you know, my belly's bloated and I feel uncomfortable and cannot focus or concentrate on anything because my body's uncomfortable. So moving food through your body is the fastest way to eliminate toxins, hormones, but also to really support your pelvic floor, which is tender after having children, right? We need to think about our pelvic floor as we get older because things happen as you get older. So gut health, healing your gut, is an important piece of healing postpartum depression. So when we're talking about natural treatment, I want you to think of all aspects of what's going on in your world. It's never just one herb that's going to heal you, or it may support you, but there's so many other factors we need to look at. To summarize, diet, supplements, nervous system regulation, herbal remedies, and then gut healing is the true path to healing postpartum depression naturally. So if you're ready to take action, make sure you join the free challenge below to dive deeper into your root causes so you can start feeling joy again. I'll see you next week. Thank you.